Hi, this is Aline, and I want to talk about something that happened the other day at the childcare. So I work in childcare as an educator, and the other day we were serving morning tea, and this woman, let's name her Karen, she's the other educator. She was giving everybody else seconds and thirds, and I was sitting down taking notes on who was having seconds and thirds. So she gave everybody else third and seconds. So when it was time for the African child to have some more, this woman legit yelled at this little kid. He's only 3 years old. She yelled at him really badly, and you can tell that he was very, very scared. So he put down the plate and he went and played. And after that, this woman, let's name her Karen, she continued to give everybody else seconds and thirds. So I wasn't too happy about that. So I waited until she went to her lunch break for me to speak to her. I went and spoke to her in such a calm manner and in a calm voice. And I explained, I told her, look, you gave everybody else seconds and thirds, but when it was time for the African kid, you yelled at him and you refused to give him seconds. And I simply told her that all the kids should be treated equally. And I went back to work. So I don't know what happened. She went back to my manager crying, said that I called her racist. But I didn't call her racist. Anyways, after I went back to work, I was walking to go and give this other parent a form to sign. And then the manager comes out of nowhere, starts yelling at me that I called her a racist and that she's crying. And I said to my manager, well, I'm upset that she would come and accuse me of calling her a racist. And then the manager, you could see that she was very upset. She was very heated and she didn't even hear my side of the story. She told me to pick up my kids and leave. And I couldn't believe that my kids are also being treated with such a discrimination just because I spoke up for a child who's only 3 years old who couldn't speak for themselves. And yet, this woman just was crying and crying. Everybody stops what they're doing and listens to her. They don't hear anyone else's side of the story, but they only see her. And because she's crying. So next time, I'll cry too. So I picked up my kids and I left, and my manager continued to send me harassing emails saying that my kids and I shouldn't come back. And also because I had already put a resignation letter, I had 1 week left. She completely removed my shifts off me. She tried to get my kids not to come to that childcare anymore. I said, look, no, I paid for this childcare. They will come. And I will come and finish my work. But she said no, and she removed me off my work. And I'm so upset because I did nothing wrong. All I did was stand up for a child who couldn't stand up for themselves. Every child deserves to be treated equally, no matter what. Every human being deserves to be treated equally, no matter what. But unfortunately, we live in a world where when the whole world stops.